Many people know South Sudan for wars and misery and poverty. Most have never had opportunity to see the beauty of South Sudan. The forests like Imatom Mountains and Bandingilo Forest, Boma National Park, the Nimule National Park, they're so beautiful. The more we can do in terms of developing reserves, the more we create a positive image of South Sudan, which is very, very important when we become an independent country.
So the new nation which we are developing really needs all sort of resources that are coming in. One of them is the conservation of the animals in the wild.
From wetlands to huge arable land to forests to wildlife, natural resources is part of our heritage. More than 80% of our people are rural, and they depend very much on agriculture, crop, livestock, fisheries, and forestry. With this, the only way we can guarantee productivity, the economy, and a better future for our children is to conserve the resources we have. So land use is very important.
Therefore, we need to gazette the land so that there is land for wildlife, land for agriculture, and also land for pastoralists. So we'll always be in consultation with those who can join us in the good and safe management of our resources.
When you develop, there is no way you can avoid tampering with the environment. But at the same time, it can be well planned. We have to be very careful about environmental destruction, be it in the areas of mining or infrastructure development.
When developing the resources, some of the resources, they negatively affect the environment. Like the oil, for example. It creates air pollution and land pollution, water pollution at the same time. We need to take care of this by setting up institutions that will help us in the management of the environment, because our environment belongs to all of us.
If we protect them and we take care of them, I think we'll even forget about oil for now, because the money that comes in will boost up the economy of this country and even create employment and development.
You know, when South Sudan started the liberation struggle, it was about the people, their rights, and their right to utilize the natural resources that God gave them. So our vision is to manage the natural resources we have in a manner that is sustainable and profitable to our people, but we leave it in a better condition that can benefit the future generation. And the only way to do that is to come up with a land use system and policies and law, and making sure that we can enforce this law and policies.
We have the laws to punish the people who go poaching, and laws also preventing some species from being killed. And we are now working in the enforcement of that law through the enlightenment of the population, so that they know the importance of wildlife.
A well-managed, protected area brings employment to the people in that area, brings awareness to the people so that they protect the animals for tomorrow, and then give them the livelihood that they're after.
about 6 national parks in Southern Sudan. There is a Buma National Park, a Numule National Park, Southern National Park, Badingala National Park, Lantoto National Park, Chambe National Park. So these are the 6 national parks. Also, we have 10 game reserves.
We have some precious species here which are endemic to Sudan. For example, the white-eared kob. The white-eared kob is only found in southern Sudan.
The migration routes cuts through Boma coming all the way to Jongole, to the river. It's a very big migration route. And this is the one that we also put emphasis on to be protected so that nobody interferes with it. No road, nothing goes to it. So that the animals move in their habitat undisturbed.
The idea of conserving them as national parks and as wetlands, as mountainous places is very, very fundamental because one, you conserve it, you will maintain the diversity, and that means that the environment will be good, and it also means that the future generation will enjoy these very rich natural resources that is not only beautiful to look at, but our whole economy is centered around it.
When we conserve, conservation gives rise to tourism. They come and stay in our hotels. They drive to the parks outside to see these animals. They pay for it. That alone generates a lot of money for the country.
How many people now you think they are working now in wildlife? A lot of people. We have almost maybe 10,000 people now. So it's also employment also.
It's important for the community. It's important for the government of the state, and as well as at the national level, at the Southern Sudan.
Commercial hunting, that is the threat to wildlife now, because the animals are shot in big numbers, and not for their own consumption, but they're sent to the market for financial gains, and that is the most destructive hunting or poaching that we are experiencing here.
Those who poaching animal is very painful to us. They did not know meaning of the animal. Why we are saying protect the animal that they don't know.
The threats on protected areas is not just from poachers and grazing land, but we have threat to forests just next door. If you drive between here and Nimule, all along you see on either side of the road charcoal. The most important thing here is governance, better land tenure system, and education of communities. If you teach communities to value, they will be the ones to make sure that poachers do not reach these parks because they value it. Similarly with forests too.
We have peace, we have government, we have our nation. We will teach them. We will convey to them the message, the importance of wildlife.
My message to the people of Southern Sudan is simple. One, I want them to work with us to conserve the animals. Two, I want them to benefit from these animals. And three, help us to control the poachers in the protected areas.
To Anuak community and Buma National Park and their neighbors, the Murle, in the same area, let them stop disturbing or killing our animals in that area, in Buma National Park.
I want to tell the people of South Sudan and Jonglei State that wildlife is an important resource that we have to preserve and use it for the attraction of tourists that can bring us a lot of money. Actually, through tourism, we can get more money than if we kill this wildlife and market it or eat it. Because killing it will finish it. We'll have nothing to poach again, to kill, because we have done away with it. But if we preserve it, then we'll be getting money every year.
And I hope one day Southern Sudan will be a destination of many tourists all over the world. It's really beauty that many people would like to see.
There are so many countries in the world that would do anything to have a country like ours. Blessed with land, blessed with water, wetlands, wildlife. It's rare that you find all this combination in one country. God was not mistaken, but we'll be making a big mistake if we don't protect these natural resources and use it to our advantage.